Guys, Infernal Shrines, map number 1. We are in the second semi-final. Inting for Ruby goes up against the MC Academy. And it's an interesting one because the MC Academy is joining now for the first time in all of the qualifiers, which means that they have 0 chance of advancing to the main event. And they know that. They're fully aware of it. But they just said, you know what? We want to play it. We want to have some fun. We want to enjoy this. And it's good training for us too. So let's just go in right away. And they won their first round. They won their first round, and of course now one of these two teams will eventually go up against Flipping Mafia, who's already waiting in the 3rd place decider. And as I explained a bit earlier, for the Flipping Mafia and for Ross Dol, this is still super important, because if the Mafia wins against whoever team loses here, they take 3rd place, and if my math isn't completely off, they will be tied in points, and yeah, therefore we will have a deciders match. I'm not sure if that deciders match is going to be casted or not. Depends a little bit on the teams also when exactly they want to play it. But still, this series matters because on the one hand, we want to see who advances to face off against Chili Mountain. On the other hand, we also want to know what's going on in that 3rd place deciders match. So it is a bit of a spicy setup. Now, 10 heroes are banned out here. If you're not familiar with Meta Madness, then it's a little bit late because we had already how many tournaments now and how much stuff? But yeah, Meta Madness is just designed to push teams out of their comfort zone. We have 10 heroes pre-banned. It's a warm-up for the qualifiers. I'm happy to announce that, by the way, we reached the entire goal because of some crazy people who I appreciate and I want to thank from the bottom of my heart. But we are going to have 30 heroes pre-banned for the main event. 30. So now it's 10. And it's going to be 30 for the main event. So you've seen nothing yet. Yeah, crazy stuff is going to happen here. Alright, Inting for Ruby against the MC Academy on map number 1. And we got Leo, we got Tychus. There is a very good chance that a lot of the heroes that you're currently seeing here are not making it into Meta Madness at all. Yeah, it depends on what the community wants to ban out, but things are gonna get crazy. Absolutely crazy. For now, though, we got Blaze and Teriel banned out. We got played. We got Tychus, Leo, and Malfurion also locked in. With the 10 pre-bans, the most important thing is obviously that heroes like Valla being banned out, Hanzo is banned out, but the 3 supports really shine there because it's Stukov, BrightWing, and also Stukov, BrightWing, and who am I missing? I'm blank. Ah, Lucio. Yeah, exactly, Lucio. Lucio is being banned. So that's 3 heroes that are fully in the meta. And that limits the options a bit. That's why we're seeing Deckard Cain right now. That's why we see a lot of Karazim. We saw Lily. We've seen Oriel. We've seen Alexstrasza. So, yeah, all of that is gonna shake things up even in our warm-up tournament here. We got a Sylvanas banned out. And I would have initially given the edge to Inting for Ruby. I honestly don't know what happened in the first game today, which was a best of 1. The MC Academy played against Team Rage Quit, and they won. And that really surprised me because Team Rage Quit played like fantastic in the last 2 qualifiers. They made it into the grand final twice, and they won one of the qualifiers. So I'm not quite sure what exactly happened there, but the MC Academy winning that one makes this quite an interesting game to me. I want to see what's going on here, and if the MC Academy can maybe even take down Inting for Ruby and move on to the grand final, which would be crazy. Also gotta say, at this point, I don't even know if I want to cast the grand final. We always play the 3rd place decider and the grand final at the same time, and it might be a bit more interesting to jump into the 3rd place decider today. So we'll see. No Groman and Uberak. We got Shiaseka on Chromie. Mind Talk with the Kerrigan pick. Yeah. Blaze, Teriel. This is a great combo for Infernal. Kerrigan. They still need a range damage. Could go for a mage here. Nano boost with Li Ming, with Anna. Yeah, Li Ming nano boost. If you go for her, but again, there's plenty of mages around. Maybe another Gul'dan pick. No, that's Greymane. They go for Greymane. They got to nano boost the rest. Yeah, guys, map number 1. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Infernal Shrines, our first map in the best of 3 series here at the final qualifier of Meta Madness. Inting for Ruby on the left side of the map with Nox on Anna. Fish on Teriel, Baby Houdini on Blaze, Hat on Greymane, Mind Talk on Kerrigan. And on the right side of the map, the MC Academy with Splice on Leoric, Warren on Malfurion, we got Nagrom on Anubarak, Panda Colada on Tychus. That's just a sad move right there. Great name, but no Chen. What's happening? And Shiaseka on Chromie! Yeah! Shut up. Exactly. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's go. We got on level 1 again the Emerald Dreams, as Malfurion is going to try to put people to sleep, but so is Anna, going for the Slumber Shells over here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure about you, but I prefer the Slumber Party. But either way, here we go. Alright, so up towards the top. Oh, there we have it. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I personally have a lot of experience with slumber parties. Again, a lot of experience also, of course, with just work in general. In my long career as a policeman, a fireman, a real estate agent, a doctor, an astronaut, a pizza delivery boy, and so on and so forth. It was quite... I encountered multiple slumber parties, and I can only highly recommend them. So, yeah. Up to the top side, they put Blaze to slumber, the eternal slumber, so to say. But in the Nexus, it's just a 10-second slumber, at least early on. So, yep, there it is. Now as the teams are starting to rotate across the map, we have a big commitment up at the top. And I am a little bit surprised that nobody's reacting from the blue team. I mean, they're just sitting at the bottom of the map going for camps, which isn't bad either. But you are losing a lot. So, that's gonna hurt. Now, that is just one hit after another. Down to the bottom right, Mind Talk is trying to steal a camp away, but topside wall has taken a significant amount of damage, so a good move from the MC Academy to get a little bit ahead there. Down here, I'm not even sure if they can take this. Is the tank around? Nope, instead they're going for Blaze again, and Baby Houdini is getting out of there. Alright, Baby Houdini is out, 2 camps are now taken by Inting for Ruby. They didn't get the fountain though. It's kind of important. If you take this one, normally you're trying to provide vision over here, and then the Kazuras attack this, and you get the fountain destroyed. And for the first objective spawning in the middle, that's of course awesome. But they didn't get to do that. So after the top side has now been punished even further, the entire wall is by now down. They got down at the bottom of the map, an opportunity to take at least 1 out of the 3 camps. And that's not too bad. I mean, most of the time you end up getting 1 of the 2 camps anyways, so they got... that start is great. It's a small advantage, but again, it can add up as time continues. So neat little play from the MC Academy, and we are going to find out if they can build on it or not. But at least for now, I like what I'm seeing. Top right, they go for the next camp. Start to lock this one in. We get the Paralyzing Rage on Leo for level 4, so a little bit more slows. And talking about slows, more control here also from Anubarak as he goes for the bed of barbs. The bot lane pressure is still there. And yep, that is already doing work on those structures too. I gotta admit that Inting for Ruby is a bit slow on some of these lane rotations, and it hurts them. Here comes the Master Assassin, as usual these days. Again, Europe still playing around a couple of variations, but most of the time Master Assassin is still a big consideration. There's the kill, but... oh, he got the shield! And he survives. And there's the second kill. Oh boy. The MC Academy, everybody. They are crushing game number 1, at least the early game. That's now 2 kills just as the objective spawns, a level 7 talent advantage. 3 kills to 0 in total. 2 stacks for the Master Assassin. Yeah, really nice opening. I am impressed. At this point, I'm a little bit sad that they didn't participate in more qualifiers. And they should be a little bit annoyed too. Can you imagine? That would have been real interesting. We already had insanely stacked qualifiers, considering that the top 4 are obviously already qualified to tournament. And with top 4, I don't mean top 4 of the qualifier leaderboard, but the teams that performed real well in the X-Cup summer. But this is pretty impressive what we're seeing here. Now level 10 is oftentimes changing the dynamic significantly, and with the layered defense that we have, and also the Kerrigan plays here potentially from Inting for Ruby, there's a lot that can be done. But Mind Talk has to set these combos up, and so far that hasn't worked. So now they're pulling the Punisher over the wall, as they should. Wall opened up. Leo is pushing the top lane a bit further. And yeah, they get the gate, they get one of the towers, so... I mean, it's like the minimum that you want to get, I suppose. Would love to get some more. damage onto those structures, but as it is, they are still in a small lead. It's not a commanding one yet, but they have a small advantage here. That was a nice dodge on the other hand. Juke City! Nice! Well done. A nice sidestep. So now we have the play in the mid lane, but Leo's ghosting out. The combo misses. Carrigan doesn't get anything here. And the blue team is still waiting for kill number 1. Haven't gotten one yet. And I think they are realizing that this is definitely not going to be an easy game for them. I can slowly see how it's possible that Team Rage Quit lost here. It's been a while since we saw the MC Academy. It's honestly been quite a bit. I mean, I haven't casted them for, I want to say, 2 months, I think. Maybe a little bit more than that even. So they seem to have stepped it up quite a lot since then. Level 10 abilities already. It's not a big lead, but it's there. Red team is going to try and push this a bit. Can't really go too far. And the blue team obviously is still sitting tight and saying like, hey, we're so close to level 10, you're not going to get this one for free. So, yeah, now it's time to see what they can pull off with this. Fish gets attacked and has to sank it up. Uses Sanctification, so yeah, that's a big cooldown that he just burned. 83 seconds. Should be back in time for the next big fight, but it depends on how aggressively the Academy is now pushing the bot lane. Because there's some plays to be made. With Sanctification already out, you have a few opportunities here. Kazras with some extra work. Fountain is already gone. And that's, by the way, big. Losing the Fountain is huge because the next objective should be, or could be spawning at the bottom of the map. Will be spawning at the bottom of the map. And therefore, nice advantage now for them. There's these small, subtle things that you slowly build. It's like pretty much you trying to build a wall. It's like brick after brick. And here we go. 3 kills to 0. Still the pressure. And that fort is down to 50%. Yeah, 30 seconds for Tyrael. And now they're slowly falling back. Before Tyrael gets the Sanctification back. And yeah, I like it. Really, really nice place. Very clean so far. Okay, they go for Baby Houdini. Tower in the mid lane is also down. There's another one. Baby Houdini gets burned on very quickly here. Might have to bunker if this continues. Carrigan missing another combo. Dodged out. And Nubarak with a cocoon dives out. And they are going for the Entomb play. The bunker saving Carrigan. She got nano boosted. Lot of ults dropped in this last fight. Ooh. Odin on the other hand, they held back on that. And that is big. Panda Colada not panicking here, not picking Odin or not dropping it in the fight was huge because now he's going to have it available for the fight on the objective. And that is big. That's one of the most... That's the main reason pretty much why you're picking Odin or Tychus on Infernal Shrines in the first place. And now he still has that, so that's fantastic for them. Yeah, they can use that whenever they want to take control of this again, and here it is. So they go for Odin, they still got the ult, there's nothing really to be had on the other side. They will take a mad lead, and you can already tell that everybody on the blue team is just moving out of this. Now Sanctification is back up, so that's huge. That's a big one. And he might have to sank up, and he does. I don't even think it was necessary. Once the Tyrael moved in, I feel like you could have held that. Red team was not following up on the Entomb. So now that cooldown is out too, and Fish dies. Fish dies, gets stunned, goes down, and that is a big lead for the MC Academy now. They go for Baby Houdini, the bunker's in again in Uberak, but that is the kill, finally. First kill for Inting for Ruby, but Blaze dies. It's a kill for a kill at this point. Leo down, Blaze down, Greymane on the run, down here, Carrigan with a kill on Tychus. Blow for blow. Chromie, she locks in the Punisher for the team, but she's gonna die too. Timeout. But that's the end of her. Yep, the Gnome is down, but they took the objective, so the blue team has to defend. They can't push even though they got the kills. But those 4 kills brought them back into the game. So now they are starting to... Well, I mean, they're gonna lose this one, but they're at least starting to get a bit of a foothold in the game. And they've even taken a slight lead in experience, so that's good for them. All the way up at the top. Baby Houdini still sliding out here. 13 talents are now ready for both of them, as mentioned. And in this case, we have got the Ominous Wraith. We also have the Chrysalis for Carrigan. So she's going to be safe on this one. And yeah, it's camp time. 4 stacks on Master Assassin. I mean, not that it really matters. As explained already countless times in the past, it's the passive that you're looking for. It's the extra attack speed on Odin that you really want. Yeah, good sanctification. And Kinomi is down again. Yep. Taken down once more. Now, 5 kills to 5. And the cams are claimed, with the exception of the one at the bottom. But Leo has escorted the top lane out and is hoping to get more damage onto the fort. Blaze, on the other hand, is ready. Rotation in time, and here they go. But the red team is not giving all of this up without a fight. At least down here, they want to battle it out. But the fish, yeah, he jumps in and he takes it. They steal it away. All the work done. There's the combo, and there's the kill. Nano boost on Kerrigan, just for good measure. They get the kill, and they finally found some momentum here. They found their rhythm, and they're doing much better now. The MC Academy, they had a great start into all of this. Level 10 abilities changed it a bit, and it took the blue team a long time to get into a groove here. But now they are starting to do more and more work in these fights, and they're just driving that momentum. And it leads to an entire level lead nearly for Inting for Ruby. So they turned this game on its head, and it's time for the MC Academy to show that they are more than just a pretty face. Yeah, they need to bring this back a little bit. It's easy to win when you ruffle stomp your opponent and you're snowballing them. It's a lot harder when you're behind and you slowly have to fight your way back into the game. So now they have to prove that they can do that too. 16 is on the board and giving a talent lead to the Rubies. But the Academy will have their talent in just a couple of seconds, and that's obviously then a fight on even talents on the next objective. It's a trap! The Admiral Akbar move down here. But they're not quite sure how they're going to play this. They want to go for Blaze, but Baby Houdini is having none of it. Already moving back early on. So yeah, no gank on him. He is Gucci. And there's the announcement. Shrine in the mid lane. And Uberak with the epicenter, so that he can epically enter the backline. Stun them out. Go for that Ana kill. Maybe also give a stun on Kerrigan if they can drop her. But a little bit of poke is happening here as is. And Fish is just zoning out with Tyrael all at the front. Alright. Yeah, careful. Shrine announced 30 seconds ago. There it is. Let's go, baby. This one is going to be big. This one is going to be important. And we're not going to push this one to the keep, I suppose. But who's going to take the lead here? Odin popped very early. That's an early Odin pop. They want to go for it. They want to go for the kills. And Uberak, he dives out as Kerrigan makes the play. Again, the sanctification in the back. Not really doing a whole lot for them. Good Entomb. Line them up, baby. Line them up and take them down. There's the Chrysalis, but Tyrael is already dead. She makes it into the bunker, and Uberak dives out. He dies, but so will Kerrigan. Kerrigan gets murdered. That's 2 kills for 1. The MC Academy is seeing slightly better play. And off they go to take another Punisher in this game. I would be shocked if they're not claiming this one. 4 versus 3? I mean, hell yeah. Okay, all the way topside. Baby Houdini still trying to get some experience for them. Push this out a bit. They're going for camps. There's nothing you can do in the middle. They can't go for the objective any longer. So the only thing that you can really do is move down to the bottom. Maybe even sneak this one in. They don't risk it. Ana, even Hearthstoning. I was thinking about that. And they're even stacking it. They're waiting for Uberak. They're not taking it yet. They're waiting for Uberak. They're behind in experience right now, so there's no delay until 20, which you sometimes see in the later stages. Blue team is trying to force it here. There's the grenade, and he doesn't get one. He doesn't get one, and they might get him. And that would be a disaster. But yeah, there's the swing, and the red team locks it in. But that would have been horrible if they would have lost one of their heroes here. So now they're fine. They're pushing the mid lane again. That's going to be the end of the fort, but the question is, can they get more? That's pretty much the only question that we have to answer right now. If they can get a kill, they already went for an attempted play, but they used in 2... Oh, okay, it doesn't matter. They still get the kill. They used both abilities, but he gets... Oh my god! 3 kills! Holy shit! They line them up in the gate again, in the choke point, and they're even getting Grey Mane. What the fuck just happened? Inting for Ruby, yes, but don't int in the choke point. Why would you do that? 11-7. Now all of a sudden, the big opportunity to maybe even end the game. They're just going for it. What the hell? They played so well in that early mid-game, and now the MC Academy, they just crush them in a fight and snowball the objective through a fort, through the keep, to the core, and end game number 1 on Infernal Shrines. Here it is. GG, the MC Academy with a victory on Infernal Shrines as they take the lead in the best-of-3 series at the 4th qualifier.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Game number 2, the Academy with a lead. Now we had a little bit of a break here, we had a 3-minute break because one of the players apparently went smoking. Guys, don't smoke. My opinion, honestly, whenever, like, when you kiss a girl that smokes, it pretty much, like, tastes like you're licking out an ashtray. It is disgusting. So, yeah, no smokerinos. Times of Corona, all that crap anyways. Try to be a little bit more healthy. No smoking, get rid of that shit. It's insanely expensive. Can go on vacation easily. And, yeah, not good. So, definitely, that's definitely on my end. Alright. 2-minute Spider Queen is our second map, so let's get this party started and see what we can do here. We have a 1-0 lead for the Academy because Inting for Ruby was Inting without rubies on the last map. They got murdered at the choke point. They lost 3 and then on the way out they lose another one. So crazy stuff there. We got in game number 2 2 modes of Spider Queen kicking in, and here they can end with rubies. But now we got Varian banned, we got Sylvanas banned. The 10 heroes that were played on in map number 1 are obviously not allowed to be played again. And yeah, that changes things slightly. But there's a lot of wave clear still available to both of the teams, so it's going to be interesting to see what they can do with that. Especially now that we had the Academy winning game number 1 with such a crazy team fight towards the end. It was a bit of a weird one. In the early game, they did really well. After level 10 abilities kicked in, they started to lose... they lost their momentum, they lost a few of the fights, and it seemed that Inting for Ruby just can snowball them maybe even. Pulled ahead by a level or so. And then it's 2 team fights where the Academy just crushes them and just snowballs it towards the core. And it was like, yep, we're gonna take this now. So yeah, not too bad. But there's the Uther ban. Supports will be interesting again. I suspect that we're gonna get the old geezer again. Deck God Kane, stay a while and listen. But yeah. Let's see what... I honestly don't know enough about the MC Academy to know what they're doing here. What I do know is that Inting for Ruby sometimes has interesting strategies. They're not afraid to cheese. So, Dehaka! Okay. Ruby showed it. And the other semi-final. Dehaka on the map, and there's the old man and Garrosh. Okay. Yeah, Garrosh's in. The old guy is in. Maybe they're going for Team Baldy over here. If they put Karazim into this one too, that would be a bold move. So, yeah. How many do we have? How many Baldies do we have in the game? Are those the only 3? Is there someone else? I don't know. For the Alliance! Yeah, a hairstylist stream. Jaina and Anduin. Team Blondie over here. But Jaina, a really early pick for her. I mean, I'm happy to see sometimes something like Jaina, you know, where you can easily go for some burst damage. And she is obviously... I mean, underplayed. There's stronger alternatives just simply. But that's why we're playing Meta Madness, right? You want to see some heroes that normally don't make it. And now that they see the burst, they're saying, yeah, Stitches is not going to make it into this one. If you're trying to get some Jaina slows and burst damage onto a target that gets hooked by Stitches, this isn't happening. So, yeah. What do you ban out against the other team? Could we see a Zarya here? Tomb of the Spider Queen, Garrosh, Zarya, Deckard Cain? I might ban a Zarya. Against Inting for Ruby, I would be careful. There he is. Zarya gets banned. Alright, alright. That was a good one. I think there would have been a very good chance of them playing Zarya. So I like that they're playing it safe with the ban. Medivh is also still up. I mean, technically they could try and play with another melee assassin here, get Medivh in. Tether a little bit more. Kel'Thas and Medivh, of course. Yeah, that's a good setup. It's a lot of CC. Gravity Lapse, Deckard Cain with the follow-ups and the slows. Now we got Medivh in too for more tether, Garrosh. that's a lot of crowd control over here. Mei, they're going for Team Frost. Let's pop Arthur's in. And go for all three. Nah, they go for Lunara. Alright, like, she is super popular. Now that we have so many damage dealers banned out, she is insanely popular lately again. We see her in more or less every single best of 3 series in the Meta Madness tournaments. But yeah, map number 2. The Academy is going to try and win this one and move on to the Grand Final. Whereas for Inting for Ruby, they hope to tie the series. And there's the fish! Murky! Once again! Second or third time even that we're going to get him here. The Merc Master, everybody. Going up against the Hark at the bottom of the map. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Let's go! Map number 2 between Inting for Ruby and the MC Academy. Game number 2. The fish is in the house. We're going Murky, baby. Baby Houdini is playing him. Again, another lost opportunity. Fish on Garrosh. Not on Murky. It's just sad. I don't know. It's just sad. Mind Dog on Kel'Thas. Nox on Deckard Cain. We got Hat on Medivh. And on the right side, it's Splice on Dehaka. Warren on Anduin. Nagrom on Mei. Got Shiazeka on Lunara. And Panda Colada on Jaina. Let's go! Murky with the Egg Hunt. Turning this into Easter. And yep. On the other side, we don't get Convection. Mana Addict instead. I mean, good for him. Convection is an ARAM and quick match talent. But, of course, sometimes it would be interesting to see if they could complete it. The problem is that even if you do complete it, you're still super vulnerable because you don't have your panic button. But anyways, this is like the second time that they're playing Murky on the map, I think. Yeah, Swamgrotta also has played Murky quite a fair bit on maps like Tomb of the Spider Queen. So, pretty decent map for him if played correctly. Big maps then, of course, also can play around those. And the blue team is coming and swinging with a kill on Mei. Yeah, they're saying this is not happening again. We're winning this one. This series is ours. Murky down at the bottom of the map now. And, of course, the question is also what are we going to get on level 10. So far, we've mostly seen Murkies go with the Octograb when they made it into the game. Anduin is down. Okay, that's the second kill. Look at Garrosh. Setting kills up for the team. I like it. If you go for the later stages, I mean, last time we had some crazy comp. What was it again? Ah, yes, exactly. It was Murky with Ragnaros and Octograb into Sulfura Smash. I remember. Yep, that happened. So over here, maybe going Murlocs might be a good alternative. Could try and push with the Web Weavers if they get the objective. But again, for now, they have the 2 kills to 0, so they are off to a good start. That's definitely true. And Murky is already getting some extra vision here. Those fucking things. Oh, that shitty hero, seriously. This is such a meme, so annoying. Nothing is more annoying than a Murky with an Abathur. Even if they lose the game, you still feel like you've lost afterwards. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just like Murky chasing you down the entire time with Abathur on his head, and it's like you're just running away from it, and it's like, oh my god! And then you kill him and he's back a second later. We've all been there. We've all been there. Straight up on level 4, the slime time. Prime time, slime time! As they're going for the stacks. And the Merc Master at the bottom of the map. And of course now, still in the middle, a little bit of a brawl and attempt to go for maybe even a turn-in. And the problem with Murky on this map is that if he holds too many gems, I mean, again, the whole idea is that you are allowed to die, right? But if you're holding gems, then you need to stay alive so that you can turn them in. So you always got to be super careful when you're getting too many gems there. So that's the one downside of playing Murky here. And that can be quite annoying. So Baby Houdini, he has to be cautious about that, and he will be. But thanks to the look at the bait. I like it. I like it. Come on, come on. Take the bait, baby. Take the bait. Go a little bit deeper so that we can get those gems off you. But no. They're trying for another flip, but also Lunara now with the hits. Yeah, Murky's moving in too. Murky might be a little bit too far out here, but they can't get a hit in either. 2 kills to 0. And up at the top, we got our mage duel. A little song of ice and fire that is being played out by Kelthas and Jaina over here. And it seems like, nope, the save by Garrosh prevents Kelthas from having some serious trouble. So the Panda Colada with the 20 gems also gets us an assist. But nobody is gonna get quick kills in here just yet. We have on level 4 also for Medivh the Sudden Vengeance. Murky is stacking. We got the Energy Royal in. Talking about Murky, now is at the bottom of the map with 12 gems. And Baby Houdini gets body blocked. Nice, I like it. But even if he dies, they can collect the gems. Honestly, at this point, he would have probably liked to die so they can hand the gems off to someone else. Instead, the tether and May. Oh, 18 HP, and then Medivh for the hit and takes her down. Nice. Good stuff. That drag on Medivh, though. Woo! That's the counter kill. That's also the first one to be taken. And talking about talents, hello. The Sunfire Enchantment. The Black Lagoon and the Sunfire Enchantment on level 7. With the first Webweaver wave locked in by the blue team. Murky with the 3 gems at the bottom of the map. Wave clear on him is of course gonna reign supreme later on if played correctly. But for now it's Kelthas that really just murders those waves. 47,000 wave clear damage already for him. Yeah. But here come the Webweavers. And Murky is exactly where he needs to be. Down at the bottom of the map, trying to take these minions down. Push the Webweaver towards the gate. And drop it if he can. Then again, we might have a dead Kelthas on our hands. Mind Talk, there's the heal. And now Lunara, oh dear. She's in trouble. But is able to get out. 3 kills to 1. And Lunara is able to escape. Hat on the other hand, again a bit low. Blocked it. Gets the easy trade out. And it's fine here. Okay, so they opened some of the gates up. They pulled the one in the bottom, the one in the middle, all the way top side. They did some damage. Not much, honestly. But yeah. Not as much as they were probably hoping for. Murky with the 9 gems is gonna die. Yeah. Murky is dead. Murky is dead. That's 9 gems lost. And that's the downside of playing him here. That's the problem that you sometimes have. Now, the fish is guarding the turn-in point, and he doesn't really have to buy them a lot of time, just a little bit, because we are looking at level 10 incoming in just a few seconds. Down at the bottom of the map, Murky trying to steal this away. Can they? Nah, that was close. Had nearly made it in time. If he arrives on the point a second later, then they have it. Octograb is in the house. Level 10 on both sides. That gives us the Ring of Frost. Alright. Plus Light Bomb. Yes. Ring of Frost, Light Bomb, and Pyroblast. Alright. The Pyroblast is in. Octograb into Pyroblast? Maybe. Let's see if the Pyro can get some value here. Usually the answer to that question is... nope. Not really. But maybe today. Maybe today. Panda Colada already in trouble. In comes Kelthas. Can he get a hit? That's the Pyro time. He's on cooldown. He was trying to execute it, but got interrupted. Oh, 30,000! And Medivh for the kill. Octograb is in. Mind Talk. Murky down. They flip him over. They haka. Pyroblast. Ah, and they get it. Kelthas with the damage. Nicely done. Big damage from Kelthas. They get the hit in. Then Lunara has 49 gems. Red Webweavers are summoned, and there are 2 heroes down right now. So, yeah, this is going to be an easy defense, or at least it should be for Inting for Ruby. Much, much easier for them at this point. We currently have the hits in. Down. Oh. Yeah, I mean, he survived. Not that it would have mattered too much if he died here. Would have. I mean, he mercs, he dies, he mercs again. But bot side, they at least lose the gate. They even lose some serious hit points in the middle on their fort. So, yeah. A few more gems in the hands of Inting for Ruby. They can turn it in again here. Let's see how far they can get with this. Murky. Already sliding this out. What's the damage on our boy? Murky with 6,000 damage. Yeah, not really all that much. Looking much better on the siege damage, but even here it doesn't really excel. It's Khaldor with the 76,000 that is doing most of the work. The ice wall is in. Ring and ding. They get the ring, they get the drag, and they're looking for the kill on Garrosh. Insane save on Lulnara. Insane save. And then she commits Sudoku, jumping straight into Medivh and gets crushed by her. So now Lulnara is down. Warren is taking those gems. They get Mei to 8 kills to 1. Inting for Ruby. They are making the big plays. Yeah, they are murdering right now. The fish tank is in. Another turn-in for the blue team. And even before the web weavers come down, they should be able to do some serious work on these structures. Going down to the bot lane, taking the entire wave down. Yeah, absolutely annihilating all of this now. 8 kills to 1, the extra Talon is in. Kelthas is done with his stacking. Jaina still has a lot of work to do to complete her baseline. But yeah, Web Weavers at the top, Web Weavers in the middle, all of them far out. And no, the Ice Princess, she's dead again. Jaina is down. There's the ice wall. No follow-up this time, but they could get the kill here, and they do. Against Smythe, they even a double kill. Deckard Cain is down as well. So both are down. Lulnara with the hits. And they should be able to get fish. With the slows, is that enough poke? That's not enough. Does he have his extension? Nope. Nope, he's gonna survive. Has to move back, but he is going to make it. Now, Murky still has escorted the minion waves and the web weavers in the middle and at the top a bit farther in. So this one is nearly going down. They should be able to... Well, maybe they're not saving it. No, they're not. It goes down. So there's 2 forts destroyed. It's a pretty good objective for them. 9 kills to 3. The Academy still hasn't given up on the game. But as mentioned, they're struggling a bit. So let's go. Another turn-in opportunity for the blue team. Sorry, for the red team this time. Baby Houdini wants to turn in the 29 gems that he holds. If you're Murky, you don't want to have this many gems. So yeah, that's the first thing that's going to happen. He can't Murk and die if he holds this many towards the objective. So he turns everything in, and now the turn-in very, very likely happening for the MC Academy. They need to do it now because they can't wait for the level 16 here. They need to do that now. Murky down. Again, Kelthas has already taken the Siege Giants at the bottom, so that's great for them. Now Splice will have to spend some extra time here to take them down too. Or he just says, well, the Web Weavers are going to have to go up against them and break through that. 15 to 15. Mei sliding out here. Can MC Academy bring it back? Keep game number 1 in mind. That one went crazy. Octo grab! And the ring, but Murky's already dead and they were able to get her out. Lunara is alive. Deckard Cain is about to die. Nox is dead. Yeah, he's down. That's the support gone. That is going to be a pick push. The MC Academy, don't tell me they're doing it again. Don't tell me they're pulling it off again in the late game. Level 16 is nearly there for them now. They were far behind, but now they're catching up in experience and in kills and in structures, which is, of course, way more important. They already took the fort at the top and the mid lane down, and now they're going for the triple with a push at the bottom of the map. Murky is not going to stand a chance here if he sticks around. Yeah, top side, even the drag on Mind Talk. No follow-up, but there it comes. They're trying to get it. And look, and they get the hit. Isolation. Mind Talk is dead. Mind Talk is dead, and Had has no chance to get out of this either. That's a double kill for them. Unbelievable. They do it again, aren't they? They do it again. You are kidding me. You're kidding me. The Octograph. That... No. They save Mei, and the quest is completed for Jaina. She's done it. Baseline completion. She has the ice block, and they go for a keep. They just took 2 forts on a keep. Fall back because they can still go for boss, technically. They can still think about going for boss here, and indeed they do. Why wouldn't they? 31,000. They got 54 gems. They have 54 gems. If they get another 6 gems, they could go boss and turn in. It's crazy. They're doing so well in these late game scenarios. And yeah, that's an easy boss. And now they could even time it. Honestly, I felt like they should have tried to time it a bit. Because now Nogrom has enough gems to go for the turn-in with the rest of the team. And they do. But yeah, they should have timed that there. Now, keep in mind, the top lane is completely obliterated, so there's nothing that can be destroyed there anymore except for the core. So the boss has to be dealt with, but there's no reason for the Academy to push with it unless they are intending to end the game here. But it's much more beneficial for them to also get the web weavers so that even if they apply top lane pressure, they can have the mid lane and the bot lane getting pressured even further, maybe take the keep down here. This one is of course gonna fall if nobody defends, and it doesn't really look like Inting for Ruby can afford to send someone down to the bottom of the map. So keep number 2 is the goal. And the boss is down, so they only bought themselves a little bit of time with the boss. The web weavers aren't even here yet. They didn't time it properly, but that doesn't mean that this turn-in can't be a problem for the blue team. And there's the ice wall. Well, more Ring of Fail afterwards. That one didn't hit anything, but the fish is still about to die, isn't he? Fish! Oh, good save. Good. No! No! Not like this! Khaldor's Murky is dead. Medivh in trouble. Khaldor's low. Garrosh low. The push in the mid lane. The web weaver about to go down, but topside arrives at the core, and even the keep in the middle is having trouble. They are all low and they have to heal again. Bot lane, of course, the fort will fall, but can they go for core here? That's the bigger question. The shield is already falling, slowly, but it does. They kills Medivh! Medivh, she's dead! Khaldor is dead! No, they did it again! They did it again! MC Academy on their way to the grand final. Both of them down. Anduin dies. The core is losing hit points. They're trying to end it here. Murky is dead too. 82%, and that's the end of the fish. Yep, he's gonna fall eventually. The fish goes down, and so does the core, I suppose. Unless Murky somehow saves the day, and guess what? He doesn't. MC Academy, they move on to the grand final. Inting for Ruby goes down to the 3rd place decider.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.